I'm Sharice Nicole with CNikky.
And you're watching CNikky.com.
Browning, and you're watching CNikky.com.
And you're watching CNikky.com.
And you're watching CNikky.com.
Right.
And you're watching CNikky.com.
And you are watching CNikky.com. See ya. Y'all see CNikky.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm Sharice Nicole, and it is listen. I'm already having too much fun. Look, we're at OWN, and it's some what's in that cup, Kym? What's
Don't worry about what I'm drinking. That's what you need, Sharice. You get your own little cup.
You know Kym is crazy. That's why we love her so much. And she is back for another season.
Yes.
We can't wait. What is the tea, Kym? When are we going to see the season?
Raising Whitley on November 21st. We're going to see a lot of fun and craziness. The opening show. We have Steve Harvey. We go down and do Family Feud down in Florida. Me in the Village. Crazy. I don't want to tell y'all what happens, but I'm pretty sure y'all seen it already. I was so smart. But just a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. It's actually my favorite season.
Really?
My favorite season. Absolutely. I love this season. I can watch it over and over and over again.
Well, so can we. That's why you're still on TV, because the ratings are so good, because we can't stop watching. You're interesting.
Oh, I'm interested. And she just went country. You're interesting.
Listen, you know where that country come from. That's that catfish that I just had, because we had some sweetie pies downstairs.
You just say the catfish made you go country?
It made me go country.
So when you eat steak, you go what?
I go a little Beverly Hills, Starling. This steak is fabulous. It's medium. It's fabulous. It's the butter and garlic.
Country, I love it.
But I had that catfish, and I was like, "Hey, Kym,
How you doing?
Kym, girl, give me some more of them grits, girl." Yes, like catfish. You're on Sweetie Pies this season.
I am on Sweetie Pies this season. Miss Robbie hires me. I'm a new cook. No. I go visit her new restaurant, and actually we follow Sweetie Pies. Sweetie Pies comes on at 9, and then we come on at 10. Right. That's a great lead-in. So they've opened a new restaurant here in Los Angeles, so I had to go over there, me and Joshua. So I ate some of the catfish, too.
You had the catfish. Did it make you go country, so?
I sure did. Yeah. The catfish made me go country.
Look, speaking of our own family, right, because Sweetie Pies is an own family, I sat down with our girl Ayanla not too long ago now, and she fixed all of my life. And yes, I got my life. She fixed my life, turned it upside down, and it's great now.
Well, she's going to fix you if you call her Ayana one more time. Her name is Iyanla.
Well, look, that's the country.
Did you say Ayana?
That's what they say. No, Ayanla.
Ayanla Van Zandt.
Watch your Ayanla tonight, girl. You got your notepad and pen, taking them notes from Ayanla. Okay, look, listen what I want to know. If you had you and Iyanla sat down, right, and she wanted to fix your life, what issue would she be fixing in your life?
Well, first of all, she said she wouldn't fix my life. I think she was like, Kym, I'm not even touching yours. I would probably have her fix my commitment issues. I committed to Joshua. That's the only man I've ever committed to. Been engaged a bunch of times. That's probably it. And, maybe fear. There's some other things, a little ADHD, procrastination, cleanliness. Look, I just started going down a little. Buying too much hair. My wigs are taking over my house.
Look, I know why she passed. I know why she said that's all right.
First of all, she said she wasn't coming in. She's like, until you get some of that hair out that house, I'm not coming in. They're all my friends.
They're all your friends. What is that? What does the commitment issues come from, Kym? What does it come from?
Man, I'm playing. No, my younger days. You know what? I think if you go so long, it's being set in your ways and comfortable. Listening to other people and fear. Commitment is just from fear. Yeah. That's all. And my parents were married for 54 years. So I think what it is me and my other brother. When you see someone that has made it, you're afraid you're not going to be able to do that. So you rather just like, I can't do what they did. I don't feel that's such a high standard. So I think that maybe it comes from that.
Well, so what happens this season, though? Are we dating? I mean, I saw a little teaser, so you know I had to ask about the men situation.
Well, I'm always gonna date. So absolutely, I've been dating. I'm hoping that the next season I will be getting engaged and married. I'm working on that.
What? So you found a man?
Hey, watch the show.
Kym has got a man.
At home. Hey, he really ain't at home. He at somebody's house. We got to ask his wife. Boom. I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all know I don't do married.
That's so crazy.
Kym got a man at home, but he ain't at my house. What is going on?
What did we meet him at the club, online, at church, in the pew? What?
Actually, it's you know how people introduce you?
Yeah.
I was introduced through some friends. Okay. So that's why it's someone knew someone and they introduced me to him. Okay. So that was nice.
Look, okay, you are glowing right now. You are glowing.
Hey, boo. That just went out to 10 men. They think it's them. Out of control. They all like, look, man, she talking about me, man. She talking about me. Yes, I am.
All 10 of them just say, hey, back.
Flowers. Let's see what happens.
Okay, celebrity crush would be?
Oh, you hit me up on that. Mm-hmm. They always ask me that, and I've never dated anyone in the industry. So
okay, we don't have to date them. We're just.
My celebrity crush will always be the same celebrity crush it's always been.
Oh.
Nas.
The Illmatic. Yes. Yes, girl. Let me
to be him.
okay. The Illmatic. Yes, Nas.
He's so smart. He's so smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
We like them like that. Smart, but a little thuggish. Like a little, they could pick you up and.
Yeah, and look, and let me tell you, he's just a little thuggish.
A little thuggish.
Hey, Nas.
Not shooting nobody up.
Hey, Nasir.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this season. What's going on with our baby? What's going on with him? What are we discovering this season?
Joshua is growing older, being smarter, and he's learning how to ski. We go up to Big Bear Mountain and we ski. So we're trying to give him different experiences. Yeah. He knows how to negotiate between mommy and daddy. He's bringing us all closer together. Just watching him grow. I mean, this show has watched Joshua since he was a year old, and he could barely talk. So it's been good.
Yeah. Well, we love that your journey. You're sharing with us that that he was adopted. He learns that he's adopted this season. I saw on the clip. How was that experience for you?
Well, when they cut the cameras off, he punched me in the face. But no. It was hard. It was hard to tell him because it was the first time. But, once you do it once, you got to keep doing it because he's only 4. So made a little picture book, you'll see on the show, and just give him his journey and tell him his truth. So when he's 4, when he's 5 and 6, he'll have questions and not waiting till he's 12 and 13 and realizing his life has been a lie.
Or grown.
Yeah, or grown. Please don't do that. Yeah. That's the worst. That's like, me finding out, my mom was a stripper. I'm like, you was what? I thought you was a school teacher. But you told me, is that what those heels were? I mean, like, what? You've been working on the pole. It's the truth. You're like, what? You want to live in your truth, A lot of people find out different things later in life, and it's devastating.
Well, why did you choose this particular age?
Because he's a smart little boy, and I believe in anything they learn young, using the language. If I introduce broccoli to him, that's what I do when he's young, right? So when he gets older, he won't what's that? I don't want to try that. Right. No, we're going to start it when you're young. So as you get older, you're already used to it. So let's start using the word adoption. Let's start using, if we speak Spanish and teach him Spanish, start using it young. So as he gets older, he'll be used to it. So if we use the word adoption, he might not understand it. But he won't be afraid of the word,
I think that's so important, and I appreciate you. I applaud you for sharing that and being so open with your life about that. Because one thing, I was very close to my grandmother. My parents were divorced when I was only 7 years old, and she believed that you speak to children like they are young adults because they're smarter than a lot of adults give them the credit for. And so I grew up always so close to her and appreciative of the fact that she treated me like I was intelligent, you know, because a lot of adults believe keep children in children's place. They don't understand, but they do understand.
They're very smart. I've actually had my own grandchild. Josh was my grandchild. Like, I skipped. Went ahead and just I was waiting 80 years old to have a baby, adopt a baby. So I just tell people, that's my grandson. No, I don't. No, I don't.
You know what, Kym? See, this is the issue right here. See, sometimes I think we having a moment, right? She's revealing, I'm fixing the life. You know, I was getting my Ayanna on right there. And then she was just being Kym, and she wasn't telling the truth at all. That she not no grandmama.
I know, I'm not a grandma. So to you young men that might like a grandma, though. Okay.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen.
Follow me on my social media, Kym Whitley, across the board, Kym, Whitley.
And your show.
Raising Whitley on November 21st and every Saturday night after that at 10 o'clock following Sweetie Pies.
Thank you so much. This was a pleasure.
And this is Kym Whitley, and you're watching CNikky.com.